So now let's discuss how to obtain other points on the graph of polynomial functions. So why do we need to obtain other points in graphing polynomial functions? Number one reason, x-intercepts are not enough. In addition to using x-intercepts and y-intercepts, we need other points in showing the exactness, the reliabilityness, the correctness, the certaintiness of our graph. So, bukod sa kukunin natin yung intercepts, kailangan makapag-provide tayo ng iba pang points na kung saan yung graph dadaan dun sa mga points na yon. Specifically when we are sketching the graph manually. So, this is very important. Okay? Now, let's have an example. Say we have y is equal to quantity x plus 2 times quantity x minus 5 times quantity x plus 1. So, as you can observe, this function is already in its factored form. So, since naka-factored form na siya, madali na siyang isolve directly. Okay? So, let's try solving it. Say, y is equal to quantity x plus 2 times quantity x minus 5 times quantity x plus 1. So, using the factored form, we can easily identify the x-intercepts. So, anong x-intercepts natin? Ito, positive going negative. Tapos ito, negative going positive. And then this one is positive going negative. Okay? Next, with that, saan dadaan yung graph natin? So, ordered pair muna tayo. The graph, using the x-intercepts, the graph will pass through the points negative 2 and 0. We have 5 and 0. And we also have negative 1 and 0. So, our graph will pass through the axis, the x-axis at point negative 2 and 0, 5 and 0, negative 1 and 0. So, next is the y-intercept. What will be our y-intercept? Y-intercept is technically the constant term. But since this is in factored form, paano natin kukuhanin yung constant term nito? So, kunin mo lang yung ating mga second terms. Itong 2. Kunin lang natin itong mga ng mga numbers dito. So, we have negative 2, should I say positive 2, negative 5, and positive 1. Positive 2 times negative 5 is negative 10, times 1 is negative 10. Therefore, the constant term is negative 10. Okay? So, the y-intercept now is negative 10. So, the graph will pass through the y-axis at point 0 and negative 10. Now, our problem now before sketching is to get other points para mag-graph natin ng tama yung graph ng polynomial function natin. So, ano yung mga other points natin? In determining the other points, you have to consider your x-intercepts. Okay? Ayusin muna natin sila. We have negative 2 by according to sign na lang tayo. Negative 2, negative 1, and 5. So, these are your x-intercepts, correct? So, in determining other points, we will be using the table of values. Ito yung napag-aralan nyo nung nasa previous years pa kayo. Okay? Ang table of values, meron siyang x at saka y. Okay? Remember that in setting up table of values, ikaw yung bahalang mag-set ng points ng x, tapos isosolve mo yung y gamit yung sinet mong points. Okay? Now, next, sa pagka-graph ng polynomial function, iba. Kailangan i-consider mo na tong x-intercept mo bago ka maglagay ng values ng x mo. Bakit? Kasi hindi basta-bastang maglalagay ng values ng x na wala namang kinalaman sa x-intercept mo. Okay? So, mag-start ka sa negative 2. Kung negative 2 ito, if we will be dealing with the number line, say, if this is negative 2, huwag kang mag-start automatically sa negative 2. Bago, pagkatapos ng negative 2 sa number line, we have negative 3. Say, this is 0. Tama? So, mag-start ka sa negative 3. Okay? Next, after negative 3 is negative 2. Now, here's the other deal. Since itong kasunod niyang root ay negative 1, hindi mo pwedeng i-direct na negative 1 yung kasunod. Okay? Bakit? Kasi nga, nag-graph ka ng polynomial function. Kailangan i-consider mo yung mga points talaga kung saan dadaan yung graph. Okay? So, kung isusulat mo negative 1 ito directly, so iisipin mo, paano dadaan sa negative 2, paano dadaan sa negative 1. So, para makita mo kung paano dadaan sa negative 2 at negative 1, kailangan kumuha ka ng points na kung saan hindi magkasunod dapat ang negative 2 tsaka negative 1. Well, technically, if this is a number line, say sabihin natin banda dyan ng 0, say this is negative 1, tapos ito negative 2. Okay? Bago maging negative 1, ano yung mga points dito? Okay? So, ito yung mga goal natin, yung mga points na nandito. Okay? So, negative 1.1, negative 1.2, hanggang negative 1.9. Ang pinakamadaling i-deal dyan nasa gitna, sa negative 1.5. So, bago mo isulat yung negative 1, unahin mo muna yung negative 1.5. Okay? Next, dun mo isusulat yung negative 1. Next, after negative 1, na-cover mo na lahat yung iyong root, itong dalawa. So, ang susunod na lang dyan ay pwede na yung 0. Okay? Next, ano yung papunta naman doon? Doon are all positive values. Tama? So, if they are positive values, mag-start ka ba sa 1? Kahit wag na 1. Ano ba yung malapit na lang sa 5? Anong malapit sa 5? That is 4. So, pwede na automatically dito ang 4. Tapos yung 5. And then, do not forget, wag kang mag-end dun sa mismong root mo. So, after 5 is 6. So, yan yung mga table of, yan yung mga values of x na isiset mo para makita mong mabuti yung graph ng polynomial function mo. Okay? Now, let's solve. Our given function is quantity x plus y is equal to quantity x plus 2 times x minus 5 times x plus 1. Okay? So, let's solve when x is equal to negative 3. But before that, ito na yung mga ordered pairs natong una. Tama? So, sa negative 2, ang 0, ang y-intercept niya, or should I say, when the x-intercept is negative 2, the y value is 0. Tama? When x is equal to negative 1, the y value is also 0. When x is equal to 5, the y value is also 0. Next, the y-intercept is negative 10. So, the pair of 0, when x is equal to 0, y is equal to negative 10. So, ibig sabihin, ito lang isosolve mo. Itong part ng ito. This one, this column, and this. Okay. So, isa, dalawa, tatlo. Apat lang ang isosolve natin. So, let's begin when x is equal to negative 3. So, technically, lahat ng x na nandito, papalitan mo lang ng negative 3. Okay? So, if you have x plus 2, quantity x minus 5, quantity x plus 1, just simply substitute. So, x will become negative 3. Then, continue the process. Negative 3 minus 5, negative 3 plus 1. Okay? Negative 3 plus 2 is negative 1. Negative 3 minus 5 is negative 8. Negative 3 plus 1 is negative 2. Negative 1 times negative 8 is positive 8 times negative 2, that is negative 16. Therefore, when x is equal to negative 3, y is equal to negative 16. So, isusulat mo yung negative 16 dito. Okay? Next, if we have 1.5, diretso mo na dito. Pwede nang mabilisan yon. Negative 1.5 plus 2 times negative 1.5 minus 5 times negative 1.5 plus 1. Okay. So, we have negative 1.5 plus 2, that is positive 0.5. Negative 1.5 times negative 1.5, that is negative 6. Let me double check my answer. Negative 6.5, should I say? O, diba? Double check ko pa yung sagot ko. Negative 6.5. Negative 1.5 plus 1 is negative 0.5. Okay? Next, we have 0.5 times negative 6.5 times negative 0.5. You may ask help for using your calculator. Is equal to 1.623. So, this is approximately equal to 1.63. Okay? So, this is 1.63. Next, we have what comes after that? 4. So, we have 4. Ito naman, 4 plus 2 times, isit lang natin, times 4 minus 5 times 4 plus 1. 4 plus 2, 6. 4 minus 5, negative 1. 4 plus 1, 5. 6 times negative 1, negative 6 times 5, negative 30. So, when x is equal to 4, y is equal to negative 30. Okay. Next, 6 and 0. Or should I say 6? Sa 6 naman, diretso na lang din natin dito. 6 plus 2, 6 minus 5, 6 plus 1. 6 plus 2, 8. 6 minus 5 is 1. 6 plus 1 is 7. 8 times 1, 8 times 7, that is 56. So, when x is equal to 6, the value of y is 56. Okay. Now, what are the obtained other points of the given polynomial functions? We have negative 3 and negative 16, negative 1.5 and 1.63, 4 and negative 30, 6 and 56. So, ibig sabihin, yung graph natin dadaan sa mga points na yan. Okay? Finalize na lang natin ang sagot natin. Other points tayo. Other points. We have negative 3, negative 16, negative 1.5, and 1.63. We also have 4, and negative 30, and 6, and 56. Okay? And that's it. That's how you get the other points of a given polynomial function. Now your turn. Activity 6. Give me more companions. Page 111, items 1 to 3. You have to show your complete solutions. Read the instructions carefully. Good news, yung activity nyo, nag-set na siya ng values ng x agad. So, all you need to do is to solve for the rest values of y. So, that's it. End of the topic for week 1.